So very good morning to all the students of class 9th D. So here we are going to start this poem Wind. After reading the name, we might think that, okay, this poem is about some natural phenomena, wind. Wind is there, some natural incident or incidents related to nature might be there. Fine, this comes in our mind when we just read the name Wind. It is written by Subramanya Bharati, an Indian poet, Indian writer, hailing from Tamil Nadu, I must say. And before independence era, it was written. Fine. So I'll be telling you about the poet and all, everything in detail about the poem. But before I start this poem, I would like to ask you all, any one of you who would like to answer can raise hand. Titiksha, let me ask the question first. Okay, beta? Then raise hand. You're so eager to answer that you start raising hand before even I ask. So my question to you all is, have you ever faced any difficulty recently in your life? Difficulties are there in everyone's life. Or in the recent past, have you faced any difficulty or hardship in your life? And if you faced it, how did you try to overcome that difficulty? This is my question. There are two parts. Is it clear? Have you ever faced any difficulty in recent past? And how did you overcome that difficulty? Now, who would like to answer this question? Titiksha is there. Who else wants to answer? There is no difficulty in your life. Very smooth life going on. Yes, Arush is saying yes. There is no difficulty. Smoothly sitting, you can say, comfortably at home on bed and attending classes. So there is no difficulty. Only Titiksha is having one difficulty. Let's ask her. Okay, Titiksha, you can speak better. What is the difficulty you faced?
Last year, I was having fever in whole the term. So when I was ill, I did not get good marks in my studies also because of my illness. Then I tried to be at home and overcome my sickness and do not let my sickness to be change my studies, affect my studies.
Very good. Very good. Very good. You can mute yourself. Anyone else who would like to discuss? Aryan is raising hand. Who else would like to? Okay. Aryan, you can unmute yourself better. Yes, Aryan, what was the difficulty you faced?
I think that I am very lazy.
You are very lazy. That is a trait of one's personality. That you can.
Ma'am, only one problem.
Sorry.
Ma'am, but ma'am, only one problem.
That you yourself feel that you're very lazy. That is the problem in your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can mute yourself. But a difficulty which just was part of your life, it's the trait. It's the trait of, you can say, personality. If you say I am lazy, I do not study, that is that you can change on your own, fine. But difficulties, they do not, give invitation card to you that I'm going to, we are inviting you on the difficulty level of life, then let's join me. It's not like that. Difficulties do not come before the, you can say, they don't make announcements while coming. They come the way Titiksha said that last term she was very ill, she was not able to, perform well in the exam. That was a difficulty. She was not knowing that she was going to get fever for the whole term. That was a difficulty that we can consider, but being lazy is not the difficulty of life. Okay, many students are sending me in the chat box also that yes, difficulties are part of life. The more patient you are, the most good decision you will take. Okay, fine, good. So you got that. Difficulties are part of everyone's life, beta. You cannot say that my life is more difficult as compared to others. We cannot compare and contrast. At one point of time, you might be in difficult situation, the other person is not, fine. And this at the same time, you can say you are comfortable, but the other person is having some difficult times. We do not know who's facing difficulty, who's having hardships in life. Fine. Difficulties and good times, they both are part and parcel of your life. Fine, they will come. You cannot say that I don't want to face it. Fine, but the problem is, what I personally feel, difficulties do not come to destroy you. Right? We, most of the people believe, okay, my life is, they keep on cripping and crying. My life is so difficult. I'm not able to, live my life happily, freely. Difficulties do not come to destroy you. They come to check how difficult you are. They make you the best version of yourself. Fine. So even you don't know, after facing difficulty, like Titisha said, she did not let that illness affect her studies now. And she is devoting, you can see she's continuously participating, giving all the answers, performing good in exams. So when some difficulty comes in your life, rather than cribbing and crying, you try to overcome it by putting in your efforts. Fine. Without putting efforts, how can we say that difficulties are there? Clear? So this poem, Wind, that's why I asked you this question, so that you can relate it with your life. I always do that. Now see, on the board I have written, you can see, you can note it down also. Wind, I have put an arrow over there. Arrow here is means wind is symbolizing hardships. Wind is symbol of hardships and difficulties in our lives. So you can note down, wind is symbolic of hardships and difficulties in our lives. Then next I have written theme, because I will be better sharing the screen afterwards. So you take notes of these two words, these two themes, then I will be sharing screen and we will start the poem. Okay, beta? Theme is face hardships with grit and determination. One theme you can write, there are other ways also of saying it. Face hardships with grit, G-R-I-T, grit and determination. Grit means determination only. Just for the sake of introducing you with a new word, I have written it. Grit means courage. Fine? That boldness one should have to face one's problems. So this is the theme of the poem. Hardships will be there. Wind will be blowing in everyone's life. How to make friends with it, that is to be seen. Okay? Got the introduction? So let's start. Page number 30. Now I'll be sharing screen with you all, my dear students. You can see. Yes. In this box, the wind blows strongly and causes a lot of destruction. How can we make friends with it? In the beginning, Subramaniam Bharati, who was known for his, you can say, writings for country, he was having that. Before starting the poem, let me talk about Subramaniam Bharati. You can say he was just like a freedom fighter. Before the independence era, this poem was written, and he hailed from Tamil Nadu, but he is considered as Indian poet and writer. He has written such writings which show the, you can say, which fill with the feeling of, you can say, determination and courage, boldness. One should have brave attitude. That kind of writings he has given to Indian literature. So Wind poem is one amongst them. That's enough for you for the, you can say, introduction of Subramaniam Bharati. Now coming back to this poem, in the beginning, in the box, the highlighted box, it is written, the wind blows strongly and causes a lot of destruction. How can we make friends with it? So it's so strong when it starts blowing and it starts scattering the paper, it starts throwing the things here and there. When natural disasters are there, you can see yesterday was also a windy day, right? But sometimes it's very pleasant. when wind starts blowing. But when that, you can say, it starts blowing strongly, more than our expectation even, which is not required even, then it start, excess of everything is bad. You must know, excess of everything is bad. So when it starts blowing strongly, then it becomes the cause of destruction also. Clear? So how can we make friends with it? That is to be read in this poem. So I start the poem with these words. Wind, come softly, don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers, don't throw down the books on the shelf. So poet is, you can say, making a plea, Plea. Poet is making a plea, or you can say he's requesting also, that wind, come softly, be gentle, blow gently, wind, blow gently. Do not break the shutters of the windows. Shutters are like, you can see the panels are there in which we have, you can say, windows are able to, we are able to fix it properly. So shutters are those panels, you can say. So poet is saying, don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the paper. So dear wind, don't spread. Scatter here means spreading here and there. Don't spread and scatter the papers here and there. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There are books lying on the shelf, and with the force of the wind, all the papers got scattered here and there. All the books started falling down here and there. So that's why poet is saying, don't throw down the books on the shelf, wind. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. So poet is saying, there, look what you did. Wind, I'm asking you not to do any kind of destruction, not to scatter papers, not to break the shutters of the windows, not to throw the books off from the shelf, but see what you did. You threw them all down. Even I'm requesting you, even I'm asking you, even then you are throwing them down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. He's saying, he's just discussing the consequences of force of the wind. He's saying that, see what you have done. Just because of your force, your strength, all the pages, you can say, pages of the books are being torn. And because, you know, when when you can say strong wind starts blowing, that is one indication of rainy weather also. Clear? So that is the indication of rainy weather also. So he's saying, you brought rain again. See, after causing sorry, after causing a lot of destruction, you are bringing rain also. Then you are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Underline the word picked up, poking fun. Underline poking fun. Poking fun means to ridicule someone. When we start, you know, making fun of others, poking fun here means making fun only, right? To say, to ridicule. Ridicule. So poet is saying, you are very clever when at poking fun at weaklings. Underline the word weaklings. Weaklings means weak people. Weak people. Now, weak does not mean the person who has not eaten food or who's looking weak and frail. No. Weaklings are those who are mentally weak. Fine. Physically also you can say, but mentally those who are weak. The people, I told you already in the beginning when we were doing introduction, that the people who are very weak, you know, mentally, mental strength is more important. COVID times are going on. You might have seen many people are very scared. Oh my God, virus is spreading everywhere. I should, you know, hide behind, you can say, the curtain or go under the table. It's not like that. You are supposed to stay safe. You're supposed to follow the protocol of keeping yourself safe, using sanitizer, soaps, and wearing mask while going out and taking good care of yourself, eating healthy diet, do exercise. If you are mentally strong, you will be able to overpower this era of COVID also. But the people who are mentally weak, they're getting scared. They're saying, oh my God, I will die out of the COVID. No, I know that it is causing a lot of destruction, but because of our mistake only. We should be mentally strong and we should follow whatever is being asked to us again and again by the doctors, by health departments, and they're showing a number of videos and instructions these days. Same thing is there. Need not tell again and again. Fine. So one should be mentally strong. Only strong people survive in this world. If you are weak, you won't be able to survive. People crush such people. Such people are crushed easily by others who are very weak. And you know, people make that person the target. In your class also, you might have seen when a person is very strong mentally and is giving answers to you back, and then you are scared, okay, I'm not going to say anything to this child or this boy or this girl. But if a girl is very submissive, a boy is very submissive, he does not or she does not, you know, talk much, you start taking his submissiveness as that that person is weak, and you start saying anything to that person. So it is the human psyche. This is the human nature, I must say. Clear? That people start suppressing weaklings. Weaklings are the weak people. So poet here is saying, when you are very clever at poking fun, making fun of the weaklings. Let's continue, beta. It's clear to everyone? See, now some students are joining when we have done one almost one stanza, or 1/3 part of this poem is done. So Jaspreet, kindly join well in time, beta. Dipkirti, you were having trouble with your network, you told me yesterday, but try to solve it, beta, as soon as possible, because we have already completed 1/3 part of the poem. So I won't be able to repeat again and again. We will do revision of this poem tomorrow now. Clear? Let me continue because many students have understood the concept. So let's continue, beta. Frail, crumbling houses, crumbling doors. Now, poet is saying you are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. This line is connected with other lines, so that's why I'm repeating. Poet is saying when you are very clever, you make fun of the weaklings only. You try to suppress the weak people only. Frail, crumbling houses. Now you imagine when strong wind start blowing. Firstly, who will be affected? Firstly, the strong trees, sturdy trees will fall, or the sturdy houses will fall, or the crumbling doors, and crumbling are very weak, you can say. Crumbling means which are about to break. Just note down the meaning of crumbling. About to break or about to fall. Then we use the word crumble. Right? About to break or about to fall. So he says that you're very clever at ridiculing the weaklings, like very frail, and frail means weak again. Crumbling houses which are about to fall, you just attack on them only. Crumbling doors, again wobbly doors or crumbling doors which are about to fall. Crumbling rafters, crumbling wood. Rafter is a log of wood which is used in roof of the house. Fine. Rafter is a log, L-O-G, log of wood, which is used in the roof of the house. So you have seen many wooden houses where logs of woods are used, fine, as rafters. So he's saying you attack on crumbling rafters, crumbling doors, weak houses, and you will not use the word weak for houses. So that's why they have used the word crumble, right? Wobbly also you can use, W-O-B-B-L-Y, wobbly, about to fall. Crumbling and wobbly, one and same thing. and crumbling wood and crumbling bodies and crumbling lives and crumbling hearts. See, from that crumbling houses, slowly and steadily, poet comes to crumbling hearts. Clear? Actually, the literal meaning of the poem, which one person will understand by reading it, is that strong wind comes, it destroys crumbling houses, it destroys, it scatters the papers, it scatters the books, it starts falling the doors, it starts falling the crumbling rafters and wood and bodies. And but actually poet wants to convey that when difficulties and, you can say, hardships and challenging times, when they enter into our lives, it attacks the weak people the most. They are not able to stand in front of difficult times. Fine. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. Now they are using metaphor here. They are calling it wind god. God has the power to destroy everyone. Huh? God has the power to give birth and to extract life also. Here poet is calling the wind itself directly God. Metaphor is used here. Winnows. Underline the word winnows. Winnows means sifting. SIFTING. Winnows means to sift. To sift. SIFT. Now you will ask, what is sifting, ma'am? Winnowing, you can see the picture beta. I'll show you what is sifting. It's given in your book only. See, winnow's meaning is given: blow grain free of chaff, separate grain from husk. You can see these ladies in this picture who are sifting. Fine. Sifting is not written here in your book also. Huge meaning is written that you can avoid also. Fine. They are winnowing. These ladies are winnowing. They are just separating the grain from the husk. Husk is not required by us because grain is heavier. Have you seen the grain? Gehun dekha hua hai. Fine. Grain is heavier, husk is very lighter. When they do, you can say, sifting like this, they keep on sifting and winnowing, they keep on shaking it. Heavier part remains inside the platter they are holding, and the lighter part, it just blows away in the wind. Husk jisko kehte hain. Husk is not required. We do not eat husk. Husk is the waste part of the grain. Clear? Everybody? Is it clear? Because this is difficult phenomena. That's why I'm telling you. So poet here is saying that wind god, I'm taking some extra time, 2-3 minutes, because let me complete this, at least this line. So wind god is saying, wind god is winnowing actually and crushes them all. And rather than, wind god is so strong that it is crushing everything. The weaklings are being crushed, especially. He won't do what you tell him. And he won't do, he means the wind god, means wind, means difficulties or difficult circumstances. Clear, beta? So these situations will not ask you. Clear? They will not ask you that whether I should come or not, whether I should destroy you or not. They will come without even announcement. They will enter into your life. They won't do what you will tell them. So come, let's build strong homes. But in this part, poet has just discussed the hardships and what these hardships do to our life. Clear? How they mar us, how they make our life hell. But in the second part of the poem, this one, poet asks us to be stronger, which is the theme. Clear? So let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Clear? This will take time, beta. I won't be just rushing over with this. I would like to explain it clearly. So we are having tomorrow our period. Clear? And remember, you all are having your test also tomorrow of Evelyn Glennie, part 1 of chapter 2 only. So prepare accordingly. Written test is there exactly at 5 p.m. I will be sending the test to you and you are supposed to perform. Clear? All the best to all of you. Tomorrow we continue this poem Wind. And keep learning, beta. Keep enjoying your teaching, learning process. Don't break the chain of learning. Okay, have a nice day, all of you.